friends, if you have been following along, I am just about finished renovating and remodeling my 1,000-square-foot condo with the help of my best friend, Jacqueline. Where we left off last time, I was waiting for a few finishing touches, several of which were being custom made for me. So in this video, I thought what I would do is show you how those things turned out. Welcome to the Dress Up Mom. If you're already a subscriber, thank you, and I love you. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and tap the bell for notifications. While I was waiting for my hairpin plant stand to come from Lithuania, the one I ordered from Etsy, I was looking for a pot for that, and I saw one that I thought might be good from my friends over at Hood Mod Shop. Here it is. I thought it was beautiful and has a succulent in it, and I tried to put it where I thought it might go. This is my plant stand all the way from Lithuania. I got it on Etsy and it arrived actually pretty quickly. I really love when I get a custom handwritten note like I got, and they even sent me these really cool napkins as a gift. And here it is. I really love how it turned out. It's exactly the right size and it really is beautiful, I think. The pot that I got wasn't quite right, and I kept trying to find different alternatives of pots and plants that I already had, but none of that really was right. So I decided to put the one I bought on my coffee table, which I really love how it looks there. Paul, the floral manager at my local Bristol Farms, is my go-to plant guy. So I took the plant stand and my other pot to him and got him on the job. While I waited for that, it was time to get rid of and pack up this teal rug, and here is the new jute rug that came. All right, here's the new jute rug without that big explosion of teal. I think it kind of looks good. Definitely will need the really cool pillow there. When the new cushion is upholstered, I think that'll look good. And then we'll see what we do to kind of finish this all up. The chairs will be back. Yep. See what happens. Oh, the plant too. The plants. I think the jute rug really does look a lot better and just sort of goes with the flow and the feel of it all. It was no fun trying to figure out how to package this big thing back up. This is one thing I don't like about shopping online, needing to return things, but at least I get my money back. This is that teal carpet mistake. A couple days later, Paul started sending me pictures with different options of pots and plants for my planter. And he really did a great job. He gave me some good ideas. I went to Jackie, who also refined this, and we sent him pictures of what we were looking for. And so it was time for me to go back and make some decisions. He sent me this one and this one, and I really went with the second one, which is the Monstera. Here's my cart of goodies. Paul did all the shopping for me. He replanted this succulent into this pot, and he found some fun natural fillers for bowls and trays that I had. Look how great the plants look. He really did a wonderful job, and I love the pop of color that they add. I've been playing around with the fillers, and I bought this orchid for the guest bathroom, which I think really adds a nice little touch to it as well. Right around this time, I got a message from Jenna, who is going to reupholster these chairs for me. And I'm so excited about these. These are some of my favorite things. They belonged to my grandmother. They were given to her as a gift from a person that was in India. They're very old, from the 1930s, I believe. And we had the idea to have them reupholstered in that leopard print. So Jenna wanted to do a contactless delivery of all of this, and we did it all that way since we're in the middle of COVID and a pandemic. So I packed everything up into these bags. She wanted one example of each chair as well as all of the pads, and so here it was, and I got to watch sort of the progress of these chairs all along the way as she was posting it in her stories and on Instagram. And I'm just so unbelievably thrilled with how they turned out. I mean, exceeded my expectations. In less than 10 days, she had delivered them back already, which was just fantastic. And here they are. Oh my gosh. I think just the perfect addition to our remodel. And I think they just go with the tables so well. I love a good leopard print. I consider it a neutral. And it just makes my heart sing to see my grandma's chairs repurposed again in this lovely way. So thank you so much, Jenna. It really was a pleasure working with her. Look at what a difference that all makes. And I was just so pleased with how this was all coming together. It took me a while to get on Jenna's calendar, but when I did, boy, things moved along and yay, I love it. She also told me that the black on these chairs was old skin and that I could take a magic eraser, and then I also used this tung oil that I learned about from Tanya at Bad Madge, and I tried to get as much of that black off as I could, and then I used the tung oil to sort of shine it all up, and I think it really does look better. When I heard dead skin, I was like, ugh, let's get that off. So love the new life with these chairs. The stools were not right as well now. They really didn't look great. So Jackie found these really cool ones that I think add a lot to the space too. I am sitting here enjoying a glass of wine on our beautiful new bar stools that Jackie found. Look at these. They're perfect. They're made in India, just like the table and chairs that we inherited. And I love also how they go with the clock. The clock! They're like the same color for that. They also have this black that kind of goes with my outside patio wrought iron black stuff that I have. I mean, they're just perfect. I'm sitting with them turned out this way, so they're an extra way to do some seating here. But you can also move it out like this, and I can, sit at the bar this way facing me while I'm cooking. Dane does that a lot when he's over here. So yeah, we're getting down to the end of this. We also wanted to change the lamps out in our bedroom since we got the larger nightstands. So we went to Home Goods where we got the stools as well and tried a couple out. You can see both of these are not quite right. This one is too small and the gold is the wrong color. This one was better, but they only had one and it just didn't work quite right. So we hit the jackpot when we went back the third time and found these sort of mid-century inspired, larger, tear-shaped almost lamps that really are kind of perfect for the space. Third time was definitely the charm with these lamps. I also realized that when I first hung a bunch of the paintings in our house and pictures, I hung them too low, so I had to sort of move everything up a little bit higher. We got this package today from Doug's mom with something that used to be his grandma's and was in his grandma's house, a ginger jar, I think it's called. And my mother-in-law thinks this will look perfect in our new remodeled home somewhere. So excited to see it. It is really cool. Look at how pretty this is. She says it's really old. It has like a lid on it and like a little jar in here. And it is just lovely. Okay, thank you so much, Jerry. And we will figure out where we put this beauty. All right, I think we found the good spot for it. It's right here on the nightstand in our bedroom. It's on Doug's side. This was his grandma that he was really close to, and it kind of goes with the Buddha that he has here too, which is his lucky charm. So really loving how this is turning out in our bedroom, and thank you so much to my mother-in-law for thinking of us and sending this. Quite a lovely addition and an antique. So cool. This just in, the package with my gorgeous custom woven pillow. I cannot wait to open this up and show it to you. Look at how beautiful with the gold and the weaving. I'm gonna go put it on that couch, but wow, so lovely. I had been following Jess Feury for a long time on Instagram, and I was really happy that I finally got to get a custom pillow from her in the perfect color scheme. The different textures here are just so lovely. I don't know if you can see that. And there's a little bit of a gold thread coming through there. So it's really like a wonderful piece of art here on my couch. I love it. I spent way too much time messing around with pillows and putting them all in different spaces, but I think I really like it here on this chest with my vintage fur better than on the couch, and I was just waiting for that piece to be reupholstered. I also played around with moving some of my vintage glass around, and I like how this genie bottle and platter look together. I also finished up the patio space at this point. Those screen doors were really working out well for us, and was spending so much more time out in these patios and loving it. So the one off of the side of our dining room, I turned into almost like a little Zen garden, and I had a lot of these succulents hanging as well as in planters. I moved that piece that was in the house outside. I bought this chair at my consignment place. Everything from out here was bought resale or consignment, and I really loved how this succulent garden was making me feel, and I would sit out here at night. This second patio was where I housed my surfboard. I ended up finding the perfect stand for it, this fun grass mat and a cover for the surfboard instead of just throwing it on the ground. And then I turned this into another little cactus garden, but I bought this Mexican pottery and some of these hanging succulent arrangements and turned this into kind of my little garden and homage to Mexico, and it looks 100 times better than the mess that it was before too.
Yeah, it's really nice. The rug is like so much better.
Yeah.
We had that blue one in there before, but like it's really nice. And the plant looks great.
You like that? Okay.
Like those definitely add. Your little pillow's cool.
How about the chairs?
Yeah.
The chairs?
And the chairs, yeah.
You like?
I mean, yeah, they go with everything.
Maybe.
For you, it's definitely you. You know, you like
right.
a lot going on. But
yes.
It is still like muted and that they're all in the same tone.
Cool.
And I love these. They're super cool.
The bar stools, right?
Yeah,
okay,
wood.
cool. And then the one last thing in here, in our bedroom, Jerry gave a really cool ginger jar there that used to be Nana Hayden's.
I haven't seen the side tables either and the lamps.
You haven't?
No, that's really nice.
All right, so what do you say?
So cute.
Thumbs up?
Thumbs up. The plants are my favorite, I think.
Yeah?
I think you did a great job, and that corner plant is like perfect.
Yeah, the guy,
Not too big.
the Bristol Farms guy, he did a great job. All right, great.
Awesome.
Thumbs up from T.
The final custom piece was the pad for the chest, and I got a call from We Are Fabrics, my place in Solana Beach, that it was ready for pickup. I love going in here and getting inspired. So there it was, waiting for me. Here it is with nothing on top of it. It's hard to tell because it doesn't come off right on the collar, but it's really pretty. Definitely an upgrade, and makes this chest I got for my 16th birthday way out in the 1970s look a lot more modern, and I really do love how it looks with this custom pillow and my vintage fur. Very pleased. Well, I am so happy with how literally everything turned out. Doug and I have been enjoying the place so much, and it just feels like we're in a whole different space and makes us feel really good. So here's what's gonna happen next. I am waiting for Jacqueline to come over. There are a few things that she wants to tweak a little, change a little, potentially add. So she lives about an hour or so away. We have to get our schedule synced up so that she can come on down here. But we're going to do that, and then I'm going to film a before and after so you can see the just massive transformation this is. Looking at them side to side, I think is going to be amazing. I haven't even seen that yet. I'm also hoping to talk with Jackie a little bit and we'll kind of give some of our lessons. I'll talk about what I learned, and maybe she'll do the same. But I would love to also answer any questions that you might have. So please put those in the comments below, and then also, or you can put them in any comment in any of my videos, and then we'll try to answer those. So thanks for watching. Until next time, have fun and dress it up a little.